The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The Bears had 2 and 2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 29, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Down inside the 10.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They try again with Montgomery. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Down to about the 22 here.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Does the big boy have the juice? And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute.
And this throw will be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Lions are going to get it back here. 20. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
He's got this complete to Williams. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Here's Swift. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Mitchell. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. James Mitchell from 8 yards out. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a first down throw, Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And he's got it. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Fields, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Slot man moves right. Second and 11. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On first down, it's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. And that's out to the and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Fields. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
On the 6. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a give right side Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football. No.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Ready. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football, and if you're going to throw it.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Fields trying to throw for it. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win,